Hello guys and welcome to Monday Division RRF1. We're back. 18 of us tonight. I think maybe 19 as I just saw someone join late on. Hope we're all having a nice start to the week. Nobody likes a Monday, but we've got this to look forward to. Now we await for the first driver to come. A few changes this week. Mr. Apex has left us to join the Wednesday division, and Master Spread has taken over the full-time seat of Apex's Haas. So we've got a really deadly team of Bacon Soda and Master Spread pairing up in that Haas. And it's a very filthy team, which I'm sure we're going to see good results from them. We've also got the AlphaTauri boys leading the constructors up the AlphaTauri. As some of you may not know, myself and the second guy on comms, Dark Mark, who will join us soon. Race 4 on the Wednesday. And we're dominating constructors. And is it Bimmer guy? No, there's an Aston Martin of Fritzstrick first out on track. So we'll keep on board with him. Some of these drivers had a lot of practice. Obviously, we had it 100% in another league last week. 50%. We also had it in the TSD. Some of these guys racing. Okay, I'm not sure what's happened there. I don't know if Fritzstrick has lagged out there. Let's drop him an invite anyway. I believe he has lagged out. Ah, he's back. Never mind. So it's one of the Alpines. I think it may be Bimmer guy. It is Bimmer guy. So we'll jump on board with him. Good few results from this man here. Doing very well in that Alpine. Take the last chicane nicely, get the best of exits. I like to put the ERS on just before that corner. He leaves it a little bit late, but that doesn't matter. Down the straight. Excuse me if you heard that. And away we go. Evening Gunners. Touches that inside curb there. Something you really don't want to touch. We've got a yellow flag. The McLarens about to start their lap. We'll keep on board with Bimmer guy. Around the first sector. He starts the second. Nicely done through there. A fast right-hander. Maybe done with a bit more speed, but he is on the mediums, I've just noticed as well. So he'll be going, you would expect slower than the other drivers. He's got his teammate directly behind him. Mr. Talented. Nicely through the chicane. Round the final corner. I would expect maybe 20s here on the mediums. We do a 20.1. It's a fantastic time in all fairness. Jump on board with Talented on the softs. There's a 19.4 from him. And we've got Mercedes of Davis, a 19.2. I think that's an Alfa Romeo of Massey. Massey P1 there, an 18.3. That's a fantastic time. And the balls are on their way round. Atkins in the pit to give Scott the tow. Let's give Hambo an invite like we always have to. There you go. It's a bit delayed there. So now AlphaTauri Goomba coming round, but he's going to be starting one. Then Icebreaker, and then the Alpines probably will be coming in. Missed Rufio and Lost Warriors times there. In the McLaren's 19.3 from Lost Warrior and a 19.1 from Rufio. We've got an Aston Martin of Fritz Trick, who I believe he's going to go into the pits actually. As does Icebreaker. Davis will be as well, as he's just set a time. I think it will be Mr. Scott round the final corner. In 19.7 from Scott, P7 for him at the moment. We've got a Ferrari, I think, of A72 is probably going to be next. He's going very slow, so I presume he's going to restart his lap. As he does round the final corner. Hyper Igniter will be coming around to start his lap. And we've got Goomba to complete his. Let's see what he's got in the locker. It's a 20.5 from Goomba P9. The second Red Bull of Atkins is out on track as well. Zoom doing his outlap. Let's have a look. It is, and then Scott probably on an in lap, I would presume. As he does. Hyper Igniter, let's see what he's got. Massey out. Massey's actually a 10th up. The Ferrari. Massey's going to continue round on these softs. It does improve, and it's an 18.2 from Massey. Atkins into the pits. Hyper Igniter. What's he got in the locker? It's an 18.7 P2 Hyper Igniter. As the Dark Mark joins us and relieves me of my duty, so I can go for a piss. Over to you.
Right, so where are we now then? Get some stuff up. Right, so we have got a hat bacon soda coming around on an outlap. We have got Rich Trick out on an outlap and Destroyer on an outlap. See my guy going slow, I can only imagine it's an in-lap. Davies is on an in-lap, I believe. Taking over right at the right point here, haven't I? We've got both the Alfa Romeos sitting P1 and P2 so far in Q1. Massey's on an in-lap as well. So here we go back down to Bacon Soda. I think he's the first guy that's actually on a lap at the moment. Yeah, I mean, Rufio, I'll just say, I see your comment. I think it's something to do with the Twitch app, but now the stream's being done directly from the dashboard. I'm not sure if that's fixed it or not. And Massey's always been a sweat, mate. Right, following Bacon Soda around now as he tackles the last chicane. Coming round to complete his lap, and he does a 1:17.6, puts himself into P1 for this Q1 session. British Strick 119.9. Bimmer guy. He's done a 19.8 so far. I can't remember. I'm not sure if that was a new lap or not.
Evening
Right,
to
so where are
all
we
in the
now?
chat.
Spread is just starting a lap now. Behind him, I think we've got some Mercedes cars. Yeah, Icebreaker's just started a lap as well. Yes. Oh no, Icebreaker's invalidated.
We've
So
got Plum
Spread.
starting a lap.
Yeah, Spread's on a lap now. Watching Spread.
A72 coming around to start his lap.
Evening, Domar, Lost Warrior.
And Drax into the pits.
Master Spread at the moment. Hamber managed to get in the end. Yeah.
He did. Master Spread, very fast driver. He's had a lot of practice around here in the past couple of days.
Yeah. Fell foul to Zero last night in TSD, but he puts himself into P2 for Q1 at the moment behind his new Monday teammate.
Of course. Got BRT Plum coming around now. And there he goes.
So 17-4. The other AlphaTauri of Goomba. I think he invalidated because he'd done a 20.1, but his time didn't improve on the board, so.
Slight
He's
improvement from
also
A72 there.
Dragoon. 138.3. What is that? That is Bimmer guy. Bimmer guy's next.
Please put in chat, hopefully Drac has a better race this week. Been very unlucky in the past couple of ones.
Bimmer guy goes up to P8, 119.0.
Very nice time. Got the Red Bulls, the typical Red Bulls giving each other toes. They'll be starting their laps.
Atkins is, as always, well, not always, but he's most of the time he does start in front of Scott.
Atkins yet to set a time, so he'll be putting the time in here, I presume. Icebreaker up to P8 there, I believe. Got Ferrari A72 into the pits. I think that might be Bimmer guys. No, it's his teammate Talented. 2 temps up at the moment.
Sitting here watching the Red Bulls. Oh, Atkins pulls out the way of Scott.
It's a 19.2 from Talented. P11.
So obviously it's only the top 15 going through to Q2.
Atkins invalidated. I believe that's why. Dragoon's said he's just gonna do an outlap. He's got an issue with his TV, I think.
Yeah, I just see that.
Got McLaren of Rufio, I think. It's gonna start a lap now. Jump on
Still
board with
sticking with
Scott.
at the moment.
Currently P14 is safe. Just about.
Right on the cusp, isn't it? It's not comfortable.
It really isn't, no. Gonna
Who
come around
comes
the
in?
final corner.
does improve
19.3.
up to P13.
Still,
Atkins is starting a lap now.
still 2 drivers to set times, one of them being his brother.
Rich Strick 19.9. I don't know if that was an improvement or not, or whether it was a start. I think it might be a start of a lap now.
All talented round.
Yeah.
He's got plenty of time to get back going.
Yeah, his teammate Vimmer guy's just come into the pits.
I think maybe Rufio next. Currently a 10th up.
Talented's in as well.
How do you feel about this track, mate?
I don't mind it, to be fair. I always seem to do okay on it.
I'd agree with you there. I think there's worse tracks out there.
Yeah,
100%.
It is a technical track, but it's quite a quick track as well. It's some of the corners, like the turn three right-hander can catch you out, and then the new left-hander in start of sector 3 can catch you out as well. So
I was even going to say turn 2, to be honest, because if you get too close to that left-hand curve, you just clip it slightly, it just throws your car off, and your time's just gone. But we'll jump over quickly to the Red Bull of Atkins. 19.8 slips in just about there.
No, now he's out again.
No, there you go. I don't think
Atkins is out. He's not going
to,
unless he's not going to have the fuel to do another lap now.
Definitely not. We've got Goomba on an out lap as well.
Yeah.
See what Woodsy's put. Be interested to see if Goomba can learn from his issues around here last night. Probably not. Only joking, Ryan.
It is my brother we're talking about.
Around the final corner to start his lap. Apparently with 3/10 improvement there.
Did we catch Rufio, by the way, up to P5?
I did, yeah. We just didn't mention it. 18.7 from him. Hyperignite will be next.
Yep. Slow lap from Hyperignite. I think he's gearing up to start a lap now.
I believe so. Rufio's retired with his time, comfortably in the top 15.
Rich Tricks on an in lap.
Is that Williams behind him? It is, of Mr. Hambo.
All out lap stuff. I think we may be having to go down to Goomba here, by the way.
We should see him up there.
Yeah, Goomba's going to be the next one. Goomba's joined again. I think he's having a bit few issues here.
Goomba 3/10 up. Would not be enough at the moment. So what you can do in sector 3.
Not too shabby around that chicane.
No. Taking it wider maybe there. It's a 19.5. It's a 9/10 improvement, but still not safe.
No.
And Goomba's
quite
out
a way
qualifying.
Away from safety, to be fair, as well.
It is.
Although Hyperignite has lost it and crashed.
So he has. Jump on board with Hambo. We may see Hyperignite's car. He's lost it on the fast right onto the DRS straight.
Yeah, just disappeared.
And it was just a wheel left. So, where can this man put himself? I'd expect him in the 17s. He sets a purple sector 2. Atkins said he's had wheel issues and he's been fucked over. Typical.
Yeah, I just see that.
Here we go. Oh, he lifts off. He lifts off again. P1 for Hambo.
He's in GoTP's car as well.
That says it all. So
it's very close between him and Plum again, though.
Very close. We'll say goodbye to Mr. Dragoon, Atkins, Goomba, Lost Warrior, and Hyperignite, who lost it there on his in lap, I believe. And there's Q3 over and done with.
Q1, actually. Yeah, so only 14 going through to Q2, so only 4 drivers are going to miss out on a potential shot at the pole position. And obviously, with this league now, the first chance of earning some points before the race even starts.
Exactly that. You can see with some of the drivers in this roster how these extra points here and there are going to count.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Who will be first?
I'm going to go one of the Astons, Mr. Fritzstrick, I recommend. Or Mercedes coming out of
Yeah,
Davis.
Mercedes, Davis, yeah. There'll be someone out before him, though. One of the Red Bulls is on the move as well.
And
Scott.
Ferrari. Ferrari's out. Oh, there's an Alpha. Has pinched him.
Alfa Romeo.
Mr. Massey.
Massey.
Mr. Gunners, I think, in RRF1 streams. Or Lee doing his favourite command. You're right about that long right-hander.
Yeah.
A lot of drivers seem to too hard on the throttle, and it just...
Yeah, it's just getting overly keen on that throttle. You sort of have to you can get away with sort of just over 3/4 throttle in it for a certain part of it, and then once it starts to level out, you can full throttle it. It's horrible.
If I'm honest, even the corner that Massey went through there, if you catch, there's a lot of corners around this track where slightest bit of contact with a curb and it's just potentially game over.
So I mean, it is quite a technical track. Evening, Great Ace.
Yeah, shut up, Nightbot. Went from last to third last week, Mr. Massey. He won't be starting last tonight. Great Ace, I believe, is one of the Saturday drivers. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, and Massey's round as we were just talking about it. Off track nice and quick.
Yeah.
Very experienced driver, Mr. Massey.
Got Red Bull coming around behind him now. But he's staying out the way, which is good.
So keep on board, Mr. A72. Exclamation mark spin in chat, lads. Rufio's loving it. The Massey's left. Spun.
Sticking with A72 then.
(18.6). Mercedes round to Davis. 19.4.
That might be used tyres.
I believe so. Scott with a 20.1.
20.1.
It's Aston Martin. Oh, and Drac.
18.4. Hambo. 34.5. Great lap from Hambo there.
Brilliant.
Massey's coming round. Don't know if he's starting again.
He's an Alpine Bimmer guy.
Behind him, yeah.
18.7 P3.
And there's another Alpine of Talented coming round.
I think we did miss. Oh, it was Massey's time of 54.8. Talented catching the first curve there through the chicane. Saves it nicely. Me a 19 flat from him.
0. Haas of Spreader.
18-1 in Q1.
18.5. Just behind, literally just behind Destroyer Drac.
That's 4 thousandths, I think.
Davies probably coming out to do a proper lap now. I know he's coming in. Scott will probably be coming in as well.
I think it might be Massey, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Or Hambo, actually. Forgot about him.
Coming up to a little bit of traffic in front of him though.
Plenty of room for him to do what he needs to do. 17-3.
As he backed off going over the line there
Yeah.
as well. Massey.
Massive shithousery.
It would be Hambo without it though, would it? 18.7.
18-7. Obviously had a spin on these tyres, which makes sense for that time.
Yeah.
Albeit a good time, but Massey knows what he can do.
Right, so been the guys in, talented. I assume will probably come in as well.
As will Spread, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that A72? Slightly
Actually
up on his time.
Ooh, bit wide there.
See if he's still up through sector 2. He is.
Very close. Is it worth sacking it off and just going in for fresh, or just finish it off? I don't know. He's not massively up, is he?
He's not, but all
And
depends
the time
on
he's up won't put him up much, I don't think.
all depends on what his sector 3's like.
He needs nearly 2 temps to jump up, really.
And there's 3.
3 temps.
Very close to
P2,
I was about to say
18.3.
close to Hambo's time. It's not my day today.
Jesus. Massey's coming in now. Brick's trick. 19.5. But he's just start. Oh no, he's not starting that. No, that's what he's just set. I think 19.5.
Hambo
Got a
should be
spinner.
in.
We have a spinner there, I think, of Hambo. Where are we? Bacon Soda coming around to start one. Rufio
Red Bull's
coming around
round.
to start one. Scott.
One of the corners we've mentioned.
Yeah.
Think we'll keep on board with Bacon Soda, I believe, because Scott probably would be in this lap, I presume, after that spin.
Sit on board with Bacon Soda for a lap.
Oh, he touches that curb. He's got guts.
Ooh.
He has to let it run there. Showing a purple sector 1.
Little bit skew in that chicane, might losing a little bit of time. There he goes, as he flies past Plum there. Plum's on an outlet.
Rufio will be next behind him, yeah.
Plum's got to be careful not to hinder Rufio as well.
I think he's pulling over to give way, yeah.
Yeah. Here comes Bacon Soda then. Up to the line. Can he get into the 17s? Yes, he can. P2.
Quickly over to Rufio. 18.2.
Rufio's decent
Great
time.
time. Got an
Plum's just starting
Alpine.
one now.
Let's have a look at the Alpha Massey's on an outlap. There's a Red Bull as well.
Yeah,
Also
Scott.
on an outlap.
I think Scott's on an inlet. I think.
Yeah,
Plum maybe
true.
next. Sector 1 purple for Plum.
With his classic, whatever you call helmet. What is it? I don't know.
What the fuck is that?
Little
He's got
antlers.
massive eyebrows.
There's a purple sector 2.
Is he going to do a Hambo special and back off over the line?
Turning perfectly there, Jesus.
There'll be some guys potentially trying to hold out on those Q1 tyres.
Oof.
Plum 17.0. We could have a qualifying time in the 16s here.
That is just stupid. There's a Bimmer guy.
Yeah. 23.8. Mercedes.
Icebreaker
Just starting one.
It's Rufio probably
coming in.
Mr. Massey.
Massey.
It's a 10th up there, a bit loose on the exit of the chicane. There's 5 tenths.
Where are we? Fritz Trick. Fuel light's not even flashing anymore. It might be an out that.
Migrating host, think you might get kicked here, yeah.
Ah, nice.
Lovely.
Perfect.
Keep on board with Icebreakers. I do believe he'll be the next one.
Just what we need.
Extremely close once again here. Oh, an Icebreaker. Messes up the chicane slightly. It's going to cost them some time. It's an 18.8, enough for P10 at the moment. It's Massey probably on an in-lap. It is.
Oh, great, I'm having online services error now.
We'll keep on board with Scott. Next guy to start a time.
Hopefully I'll be with you again in a minute.
Plum retiring with a 17 flat.
Whereas I'm having PTSD seeing this track again. Yeah, didn't have a very fun race last night, Grezza, did you?
Graham, when you get a chance, mate, if you wanna, when you jump on Xbox, just have a quick look at the profile picture.
Right, I'm back in.
On board with Scott, I believe.
Massey's retired.
Oh, and Scott.
Oh, Scott's lost it. Manages to keep it out the wall though.
As I said, not race going for a while. It was fun. That's nice. Spreader.
Makes out like you've done it on purpose. You know what I mean?
Master
Yeah,
spread. 17.5. Jumps his teammate there.
Scott's just... No, he can't have just started. He's only got 25% ERS.
Yeah, he just had a spin, didn't he?
Yeah. That destroys in the pits. Fritz Trick's coming into the pits. We're looking at Alpines here.
I think might be having a look at Davis actually. He'd be next to complete a lap, sorry.
Yeah, both of the Alpines are on outlaps. Davis purple sector 2 apparently.
Can he put himself in the top 10? He does, just
He
about.
does, P9.
18.6. See the guys behind him probably on the lap.
Hambo,
There's Hambo.
16.8.
Gordon Bennett.
Icebreaker. He's down on his time.
He's Scott and Spread probably coming in.
He has just made it around. If he could start another lap, he's just made it. But Scott's coming round. He is up on his time. 19.4, not enough to move him out P14, unfortunately. Spread's coming round into the pits, and they've got the two Alpines.
It's the talented. Currently 2 temps up. Would jump him above Fritz Trick.
A little bit more, I could jump above his teammate.
Nice through the chicane.
Talented dude.
There we go.
He does up to P10. What does his teammate do?
Ooh.
Doesn't quite do it. So Talented's knocked his own teammate out.
Icebreaker, the only one
come round.
can do him. He's invalidated, unfortunately.
Talented does squeeze through by the skin of his teeth then.
Let's hope no one gets a 5-place grid penalty for obstructing a lap whilst you've retired.
Yeah, that was funny.
I suppose why you should always go in the pits, I guess.
On one of the old games, the AI, if you had a slow-moving car in front of you, the AI wouldn't slow down. It would take your car out, knock your wheel off, and you wouldn't go through to the next session.
Fuck me. Oof, that was close. I thought I made a mistake sitting out. No, you did it well, mate.
Just waiting for Hambo's car to be pushed in, I think.
3, 2, 1. And he didn't time it well. Oh, not far off. There we go. That's Q2 done. Unfortunately, we lose Mr. Bimmer guy, Icebreaker, Fritz Trick, and the Red Bull of Scott. Bimmer guy knocked out by his teammate there. Not by much at all.
No, not at all.
Talented through to Q3. And these 10 drivers have a shot at the extra points in qualifying.
Yeah, so top three. First points going out to the top three in Q3. Looking at the drivers we've got, Hambo and Plum seem to be sort of out in their own sort of race. The rest of them, I can only really see a Master Spread P3 maybe. I mean, don't quote me on it because I'm normally wrong, but
it's either going to be. It's definitely going to be a Haas. Well, I shouldn't say that. I think it will be a Haas P3 either way, bacon soda or spread. I think they're very similar in quali pace. Spread probably tops it with the race pace. Very consistent driver.
Yeah,
I don't like saying
Dragoon's
that.
gone. Dragoon's gone with the same prediction as myself.
Exactly, Grezza. Straight facts, mate. I don't care if someone's taken out, as long as I don't get a 5-place grid penalty. Oh, someone's out already. No waiting about here. Who is it? It's Master Spread.
Spread and Plum, I think.
Is rain due, maybe?
Doesn't look like it.
No, it doesn't. A few drivers coming out very early there.
Yeah, Hambo and Plum coming out right behind each other.
Sure, they'll be playing with each other. Oh no. Stop it.
Hey, stop it. No rain according to Dragoon, which is good.
Thanks for spoiling it, mate.
Not good. It's not good because it means that we'll probably end up with the rain on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So yeah, spread sort of opened up a decent gap now to do a lap. Every car bar one, the car of Talented's out on track now.
Stop it.
Lost Warriors happy there's no rain. Following spread then.
I would like to assume he's probably using scrub tyres here, but you never know.
Who are you using scrubs?
Spread.
No, he won't be. I think he'll be going for it now.
Lost Warrior, can a commentator jinx his race on a Wednesday? Yes, Marcus probably will.
Yeah, as I've just said, we'll probably end up with the rain now.
Commentator's curse is definitely a thing, lads.
It all depends, Dragoon, if you can get you back in time or not. Seeing your comment there.
9 minutes. Well, you really want to be in before that finishes.
Yeah. Following spread round then, he's in set to 3 now. He wants to be ideally in the low 17s, high 16s really, if he wants to compete with the other two. I mean, that is a tall order. It is really, really tall order, but see what we can do.
He's not far off
18-0.
the 17s.
Right, behind him,
You're going to see Hambo in there
Hambo.
again.
17-0. Massey 17-6.
Mr. Drac. Oh,
17-9.
great
Bacon
time.
Soda. Oh, he's invalidated. A72 then. With
Great
Rufio
time.
just behind him.
Look at these times.
18-4.
Davis,
Davies
18-8.
18-8. Plum had a bit of an issue on his lap. I'm not sure. Unless he was backing off and letting everyone go.
He definitely didn't
16-8.
have an issue.
No, definitely not. So he was up with Hambo at the start.
He was,
So I thought he might
yeah.
have an issue, yeah. And that's the first round of laps gone. I think Bacon Soda. I'm not sure if he's going on another one now. Not sure. His fuel light is flashing away though.
I think the ERS is going up. Oh no, it's still on.
It seems to be pushing, to be fair.
Hmm.
Bacon Soda receiving, let's be honest, without sounding harsh, a bit of an upgrade for a teammate in Mondays now.
Oh, he won't like that.
Yeah, I said without sounding harsh. No offence.
There's
P3
Bacon
for
Soda.
Bacon Soda.
I think
Talented still sitting in the pits, possibly just going to do the one run in Q3 then for Talented.
all these drivers will be coming in here.
I'm hoping Talented is not just sitting there just sort of
Ooh.
doubting his own ability. But I think he's run out of fuel. Yeah, Bacon Soda's in low fuel mode.
Slow in lap and spreads. I think spreads out. Spreads out again.
I'm reckoning that Spread did do that lap on Scrubs.
That's what I thought. He usually does.
Hmm.
If he can string the same lap on fresh tyres, we'll be seeing him fight for the top position easy. Well, not easy, because it's not easy to get that time,
No.
but if there's one man that can do it, it's definitely this man. Or should I say thing? He ain't messing about on his outlap. Can tell you that.
No. Baking Soda makes it round to the pits then. We've got an Aston Martin of Destroyer out on his out lap as well, but spread's just about to start. Yeah, one thing you can guarantee with this man is he will push as hard as he physically can.
Definitely.
Sitting on board with him round here. Keeping it nice and clean so far. He's up on his time. About 3.5 temps up.
I've noticed watching the deltas, it does like to shoot up drastically once sector 3 is done. Ooh.
Hits that yellow sausage curve a little bit too hard.
It will cost him a bit of time.
Up to the line, does a 17.6, enough for P4 behind his teammate. I think you were in the right ballpark here, Aaron. You said it could be one of the Hasses in P3.
Yeah. Definitely have the potential, as Drac apparently sets the purple sector 2. But you never know with this game.
Apparently he's just down on his time, but then as you say, sector 3, sometimes it likes to jump up a bit.
He's into the pits. Rufio on his outlap.
McLaren of Rufio, yeah, just coming out to start a lap, isn't he? Palantid's finally come out.
I think it's Bacon Soda behind him. Is it behind him? No, it's not. Be Massey next to set a time. I think he's on an outlap at the moment.
Yeah, he is, yeah. I don't know, keep an eye on Rufio because he's got quite a lot of VRS.
2.5 temps up in sector 1. Scott's left the session. Daldy Kirker.
Second uninvited.
Rufio coming up to a bit of traffic here.
Well, I can't invite Scott. He's not giving me the option to do it. Let's do it another way.
Rufio 5/10th improvement, 17.9. Enough for P6.
Bacon Soda's just started a lap.
Think
Hyper-Igniter's left the session.
think I'm right with Mr. Massey. Setting the time next. Can see a Williams and a Ferrari further up. Have we ruled this man out too early?
Who?
Mr. Massey.
Yeah, so Massey's always got the potential of getting up there as well.
10th up at the moment.
Lost Warrior cheering on Rufio. Massey 17.5.
17.5. Oh,
Just displaces spread, but not Bacon Soda.
not
Five
much.
thousandths of a second between them.
Mr. Plum now.
Bacon Soda.
A tenth
Bacon
up.
Soda's up on his time.
Make that 2.
16.6.
Talented.
Bacon Soda. 17.1 for Bacon Soda. Still stays P3.
Talented's probably going to go for one here, I presume.
Spread is just, I think it's just going to start one now. Yes, he is. Destroyer.
Also starting.
Just
Davis into the pits.
Ambo. I think he's. I don't know what he's doing.
I think that's him done.
Yeah, I think Hambo is done. I think he's. Well, he is massively down.
He's
lost
done
it.
now.
Come on, Hambo. What are you doing?
A72 is also done, invalidated there.
Yeah.
Keep on board with Talented.
Yep, Talented. 10 seconds up on his time.
Talented then Spread, I believe. Oh no, Talented.
Oh no!
Oh. Just catches that curb.
Unlucky there. Oh, Massey's coming up to a little train of cars here. One of them being his teammate. His teammate gets out the way nicely into the pitch. Spread then flying around the last corner, comes up to the line, and he does a 17.2. Still only good enough for P4.
Going to be a great little team battle there with Bacon Soda and Spread.
So you were in the right ballpark, Aaron.
I was.
Bacon Soda takes P3, so they are the early points gainers from Q3. Plum with the 3 points, Hambo with 2, and Bacon Soda with the 1 point for P3.
Still obviously more extra points to come. Clean lap. And also driver of the day.
Yeah, clean race, yeah. Commentator's driver of the day, clean race in, top 15 score points and finish, so still loads of points up for grabs.
I'll let you run through it.
Yep, so BRT Plum takes pole position for the Spanish Grand Prix on Monday's division, with Hambo alongside him on the front row in P2. Bacon Soda, as we just mentioned, gets that last extra point for being in the top 3 in qualifying, starts P3, with Spread, his teammate, alongside in P4. Massey, excellent showing there for Massey, to be fair, very, very competitive there, but P5 for Massey. And alongside him is Destroyer in the Aston Martin. You've got Rufio in the McLaren in P7 with A72 and P8. Then we've got Davies in P9 in the Mercedes with Talented, unfortunately, on that spinning on his last flying lap there, but starts P10.
And there's qualifying over and done with. So, drivers, same thing every week. We obviously have the 5-minute break once everyone's loaded in. So don't ready up straight away. Otherwise, lobby restart and you're straight to the back of the grid. Dumar, mate, I'm telling you, some of these times... Oh, it's looking a bit murky. Obviously, no rain. Some of these times...
Expected, was it? Well, I'm just going to shoot off for a smoke, mate. I'll leave you to it.
I think it might be worth me getting a screenshot. So we have a 5-minute break. And we go at 32. So a quick run through the order again. Few of the back runners obviously looking at getting the hards on first. I mean, talented. Never doubt yourself, mate. It's unfortunate there for you on the last lap. Those curbs are filthy. Absolutely filthy. Hello, Plum. Mark did join back. He's just gone for a fag. Right, I'll be back in a second, guys. I'll leave you with the grid. Before I go, Hambo. I mean, the size of him, he could take up the podium. Oops.
Well, one of us is back. Just watching the formation up now. Does look a bit hazy, a bit overcast, but apparently we're not expecting any rain, so
Shut it, been here the whole time. Right! Let's get everything on. So there's everyone's.
Hyper Igniter's left.
There's everyone's. Oh, try and invite him again. There's everyone's starting tyre. Predominantly the medium, as expected. Brown comes up to the line. I'm going to wait for Jagoon, as he's going to make the drivers wait there just a wee bit.
Right. Massey sitting at a very, very strange angle there.
Just a bit. Aiming towards the right. Alright, let's look out for the glitchy lights. 5 red lights. And away we go. Hambo's had an absolute blinder. They both.
Oh, Bacon Soda's dropped right off. He didn't have a very good start. Master Spread's had quite a good start as usual. He's up on the back of the front two.
Plum and Hambo 2 wide round turn 2. He's still going.
Jumping to Master Spread to watch this. Still side by side. Through set to 1 here, the front two. Spread just trying to see if there's an opening for him. He backs out of it.
He's just
I thought he was going to try and send a move on Hambo there. Rufio moves up above Bacon Soda.
Go on to Bacon Soda as he's on the back of Rufio here.
Oh, has to back out of it there though. Rufio in a bit of a slow run through that right hander. I think we've got a spinner. A72.
Icebreaker gets talented.
Atkins with an incredible start, up 5 positions.
Fantastic. Plum loses that position there on the start, but he battled it and managed to keep it.
So we've got Atkins and Bimmerguy. Oh, Atkins runs a bit wide there. Not had the best run out of that corner. Loses a bit of ground. Scott and Talented. Hyper Igniter and Dragoon battling as well. Hambo's not dropped away from Plum though at the front there. Master Spread slowly already starting to drop away from the front two. Around 7.5, 8 temps behind them now.
Davis may look for a run here. Someone's gone really wide there. I think there's Bacon Soda. Dirty tyres. Destroyer Jack's going to have a look up the inside. Bacon Soda. Don't know if it was pushed wide there or he's going to have a look up the inside.
Got Mercedes behind him with Davies just waiting. With his teammate Icebreaker just behind him as well. Still side by side going into the chicane. That's not where you want to be going side by side, but there was excellent bit of racing there between them two.
Davis can have a look here.
Is he going to go for the late break? He sort of thinks about it and then pulls out of it, and now his teammate's going to get a run on him up the inside. Again, backs out of that. spread nearly a second off the front two now. It is a second. Talented's done well, holding on to his P10 so far.
Bacon Soda be looking for the chase here.
Yeah, no, oh yeah, there is DRS now, isn't there? Yeah. Lap 3, yeah.
Master Spread just sit. Well,
it's not the best DRS straight there, is it, really?
It's not. You want to save it for the obvious long home straight. Which I think Bacon Soda's going to do is he's right on the gearbox of Destroyer Drac.
Yep.
Drac
and Bimmerguy quite close. Bimmerguy up behind Scott as well.
Drac being on the harder tyre, Bacon Soda's going to use that DRS to his full advantage. He's probably going to send it down into turn 1. Before turn 1 actually. Slips right in front of him. Oh, and he loses it! Oh, he spins round nicely though. Can get away again, but does obviously drop down a fair few positions.
Unlucky there for Bacon Soda.
Go down to Fritz Trick and Bacon Soda.
Little battle here brewing between Bimmerguy and Scott as well. With Atkins just behind him. Sort of a slight DRS train here at the moment though, from Destroyer downwards. Destroyer in P6 all the way down to Fritz Trick in P14.
Jesus.
Aston Martin sandwich.
It is, yeah. Ooh, oh! Those curves, I'm telling you.
All talented. Very close to dropping out the DRS to Icebreaker. He's got Scott on the back of him as well, having a look. Talented puts his car where he needs to. It's good defending, to be fair. The spread has dropped out of the 1 second to the top 2, so it's sort of a battle for first and a battle for third at the moment. Up front,
we have a spinner.
Yellow flags.
Bacon Soda. Oh,
that's Bacon Soda again.
There's a massive collision with Lost Warrior and Bacon Soda again.
Not sure that was going to be helped though,
no.
was it?
I think
Bacon Soda had lost it, and Lost Warrior just couldn't really steer away from it.
Lost Warrior, I think, has lost. He's only lost an end plate from that.
So Bacon Soda though.
Very high speed collision. We still continue on.
Dragoon needs to be a bit patient here because he has got wing damage. I can assume he'll probably be pitting soon. He's on the medium, so he can afford to go to the hards. All runs wide. That's it, and Dragoon breezes past.
Nice and easy.
Oh! Bacon Soda hits the back of Dragoon.
Dragoon is going to try and have a little look here on Lost Warrior.
That McLaren has got wing damage.
Dragoon
goes up the inside. Dragoon tries to follow him through. He just needs to be a little bit patient. Yeah, there goes the McLaren, and there goes the Haas. Now Dragoon can focus his sights on Goomba in front.
Back to Scott.
Not got a lot of ERS left though.
Back to Scott and Talented here. Talented not looking healthy with the battery. His Icebreaker runs extremely wide there.
Goomba's in the 90s. Dragoon's almost run out when it comes to the urge.
Hambo and Plum still.
Yeah, not looking at any rain apparently, Woodsy, for this race. It's a bit overcast.
It is, yeah. I mean, it says no rain, but we'll soon find out.
Yeah, you know what this game's like. I love this game.
Bimmerguy on Scott.
Still on the back of Scott. But Goomba and Dragoon's managed to get Goomba, by the way.
Goomba just loves saving that ERS. He won't use much of it.
No. Hambo fastest lap 120.5. still keeping Plum honest. Let's go up to them quickly. Talented gets Icebreaker. So Hambo, yeah, they're both about equal battery, the front two.
There's a Red Bull of Scott going up the inside of Icebreaker as they go too wide round turn 1.
Got the Alpine of Bimmer guy sort of looking keen as well.
Let's jump on board with him.
Ooh. Sort of this gaggle of cars here, isn't it?
Mercedes having a look up the
Scott.
inside.
Yeah, Talented Scott, Icebreaker, Bimmer guy and Atkins. Sort of this one little gaggle of cars.
Master Spread dropping 3 seconds behind those two now. That's something you don't say often.
Oh, Atkins sends it up the inside. Bimmer guy. He's still there. There's yellow flags. That's a Haas. I think that's Bacon Soda again. Loses it on turn 3.
Then the guy keeps his car ahead. Yeah, nice little DRS run down here.
That Mercedes in front clouted that yellow sausage curl a bit too hard. Atkins is going to have a look here. He's got a run. He's going up the left-hand side of him. He had a great exit compared to Bimmer guy at that last corner, so that's why that's happened. Scott gets Talented as well.
No,
yellow flags. It's Bacon Soda again.
Icebreaker runs very wide. Atkins may have a look here. He doesn't.
Got Talented was having a look at Scott up front as well.
Bacon Soda.
I think Bacon Soda's got an issue here. He's got dirty tyres, you can see that. He just needs to calm it down. Calm it down. Keep going. Anything can happen.
Davis in a great position here. All the cars behind him battling. He's not still in Drax DRS.
Hambo sort of staying around that sort of distance behind Plum, and Massey's staying around that distance behind Spread. So, say battle for first and battle for third at the moment.
Oh, and Bacon
Soda again. He's
retired.
lost it.
He's off track, but there is going to be a safety car.
Yeah.
As the Mercedes of Icebreaker into the pits.
Shoots in. Atkins was caught in two minds. It looked like he was going to do a Hamilton. Do you remember that one?
Straight across.
In.
Ow. Okay.
No, stay out. Oh, come on, man.
There's something to look forward to.
That wasn't camp enough for Hamilton, sorry.
Something to look forward to at the end of this week. I'm sure you all know if you like watching it. Not saying I like watching it, but it's interesting to watch. Let's get the insides of F1.
Pre-season testing or the Netflix series.
Both.
Woodsy or Kimi Räikkönen.
Where were you, Kimmy? I was taking a shit.
Yeah, that was brilliant. That was probably way before you were born.
Probably was, yeah.
That was brilliant.
Only got into F1 like 3 years ago. Pushing, 3 years ago this year. Plum's in and Hambo.
Both go in.
We're going to see a Spreader in.
Follow him. Yeah,
he
Spread.
is.
You'll be out. Most of the medium runners will go in now. Destroyer, this is, for want of a pun, this has destroyed his race. Hey, stop it.
Steering wheel,
Gloves and steering wheel. Somebody tell him to give it to me. Oh dear.
What have we got? A safety car. Let's have a quick look at, have a little gander at the table.
Dragoon.
Dragoon gone in.
May stay out. No, Dragoon's staying out, I think. Yeah.
Mr. Goomba probably will be as well. He does.
Goomba's staying out. Yeah.
So
Icebreaker's staying out.
There's a 10-point difference between Plum and Hambo at the top.
Yeah, Bimmerguy stays out. Fritz Trick stays out.
Goomba's just going to just about slip past that Red Bull of Scott. Oh, Drac didn't stay on the hards.
What's going on here? Talented and Icebreaker just swapped positions. I think Icebreaker needs to go back. I don't know. What's going on?
The drivers aren't slowing down. Too sure what's happened there.
Unless Icebreaker outbraked himself. Oh my god. Hey, stop it. Icebreaker's outbraked himself into turn 1 and sort of gone past Talented by accident. That's the only thing I can think of.
That top 4 was two separate battles, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, safety car will bring them all back up to each other again then.
One thing for Bacon Soda, we haven't caught him returning to track this week, so that's a positive for him.
I don't think he can. Half of his car's over the boundaries of the track. Right, Destroyer, what he's done is he's gone on to another set of mediums.
He started on hards, I think.
Yeah, no, you are right. Yeah, he did start on hards. Let's have a look. Yes, he did. You are right. So he's gone to the mediums now. The mediums won't go to the end from here.
Medium,
So
soft.
is he gonna... Yeah, maybe.
I think Drac dropping off the pack there slightly.
We've got A72 who is the only one really to catch up now, which will be done during this lap. The safety car will probably be coming in.
Just notice what it says on the rear wing in AlphaTauri: fashion meets function.
Yeah. AlphaTauri, that's what that is. It's Red Bull's fashion label, isn't it?
Mm.
We've had no last minute reserves jump in tonight of Peterfile and Mo Lester. They haven't jumped in tonight. Atkins, you funny guy. That was good.
Plum here. Could plummet down the ranks here. He doesn't mess
Take
up.
it, safety car is coming in.
I didn't see it come up, but I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, because you got green flag on top of the safety car now.
Oh,
Yeah, here we go.
there it is.
Bit of a late call.
Very
But-
late.
Got to be careful here now, chaps. Whoa, Plum
Plum-
nearly lost it as he went then.
He did. He almost did a Lost Warrior.
He still ended up with a fairly good run out of the last corner though. And left Hambo behind a little bit.
Massey's got a great run here.
Spread defends that inside. Rufio sitting pretty in P5. Destroyer's going to want to try and make moves though because he's on that medium tyre. He's going to want to try and get past these guys in front.
He is.
He'll probably be the one to watch here. Icebreaker's right on the back of Talented. Bimmerguy and Hyper Igniter are battling away. Whoa, they're close. Oh, Lost Warrior nearly dropped the back end then.
Ooh, Hyper Igniter late on his brakes. There's trainer cars here.
Icebreaker and Scott. Icebreaker having a little look round the outside, but doesn't quite get his car there.
Talented.
Atkins gets past Talented.
I think he gets
Not
caught
sure
on
what's
one of
gone
the
on there.
curbs there.
Go back up to Icebreaker. Oh no, Icebreaker's dropped it and Atkins has gone past him. Icebreaker lost it round the last corner, went a bit too wide, I think.
Now it's the battle of the Red Bulls.
Don't see them putting up too much of a battle between each other.
No. Bimagai's got a much better run here on Lost Warrior.
You
We
mean
did have-
Talented?
That's what I meant.
Very close still with Icebreaker and Atkins. Destroyer hasn't managed to make any sort of gains on Rufio yet.
Hambo back up into that half a second gap as usual.
The spread's dropped back off again by a second and a half already. Yeah, the two Red Bulls very close.
It's going to be tough here for them to either exchange positions or keep it battling with Icebreaker still in the mix.
So Goomba could come into play here as well. He's on the older hard tyres.
His DRS is enabled.
Here we go. I think Scott needs to try and get past Goomba it. Goomba not using his battery, whereas Scott is.
Scott's going to
Atkins
fly up
gonna
the
sort of-
inside.
Atkins is looking a bit keen as well. Catch that inside curb, but still gets a better run than Goomba. He's trying to get past him. He's trying to take the shallower line. He'll get the inside line for this for turn 4 though. Goomba breaks a bit late. Protects that position quite well actually from Goomba. Is Atkins going to have a look?
Oh,
No,
Icebreaker up the
backs out
inside
that
of
one.
Hyper Igniter. Oh, and they've
Ooh,
clenched
bit of
wheels there.
contact.
Hyper Igniter on those mediums trying to get there. He may be able to do it here. Ooh, not quite.
Goomba stays in the DRS of Scott, so he manages to pull himself a bit in front of Atkins again. Icebreaker and Hyper Igniter very close. Lost Warrior just behind. Hambo 120.5.
Oh, Goomba catches that sausage curb there. Left side of his car jumps up. And Atkins is going to use that DRS. As Goomba also has it, doesn't touch his battery. And Atkins is going to... He's got the inside line.
Goomba's tried braking late again, but hasn't quite paid off that time. The two Red Bulls making gains in. Destroyer's actually dropped back by nearly 2 seconds to Rufio. Well, second and a half, should we say.
Goomba's got a Mercedes here now.
Yeah, unfortunately for Goomba, I think he's going to spend more of his time looking backwards behind him. I think there's a collision there, two collisions there. Hyper Igniter and Lost Warrior. Now Talented's looking keen.
The Scotsman's in the chat, Mr. Roses. Hello, mate. Oh, that's where it gets those sausage curbs.
The Icebreaker's still right on the back of Goomba. Bimmer and Talented have swapped places.
Oh, there's a collision there, I think. Lost Warrior. Great reactions from the drivers. No visible
Not sure what
damage
happened, I missed it.
to Lost Warrior.
Right, so Icebreaker's probably going to get a run on Goomba here. Goomba's using battery.
No
He
way.
knows what the battery is.
Hallelujah. Possibly see the Red Bulls change positions here.
They've got a bit of breathing space now to do it if they're going to do it. It all depends. I mean, Scott's got a lot more ERS than Atkins. Lost Warrior in A72. Talented's lost out to his teammate. A72 goes up the inside of Lost Warrior. Atkins and Scott. Is Atkins going to send it? He is. He sends it on his teammate up the inside. Takes that position then. But we're going to have to go give the front guys some loving in a minute.
I think we might, as Hambo sets another fastest lap, 20.3.
He's right up with Plum now, actually.
We can't jump on board with Hambo here. I wouldn't want to be.
Forgotten the other guys. Icebreakers out on the back of Goomba. Lost Warriors got Flip Strick.
I wouldn't want to be in Plum's shoes here.
Still quite close between some drivers. Destroyers now with Rufio again.
We have a yellow flag. I think that's Dragoon round.
It is.
He gets off the line nicely.
Yeah, he gets out the way nicely. Unlucky there from Dragoon. Maybe his tyres are just starting to feel a bit second hand now. As Lost Warrior's going to get a run on him. Yeah, he backed Dragoon again, backs out of that. And Fritztrick just sends it and doesn't really care if he's going to leave him space or not.
Hambo potentially going to have a look on the AlphaTauri here. Oh, I don't think he is.
Quite close enough. Hambo has got a bit more battery than Plum now, though.
Now Hyper Ignite is going to be an eyeing Goomba up here. He's going to go round the outside.
Late on the brakes, round the outside. Goomba allows him the space, still allows him the space. Goomba keeps the position a bit longer. Massey still with spread as well.
I'd like to think Goomba would be in the next couple of laps for his medium tyre.
Potentially, yeah. I mean, Dragoon's come in now for his, so.
Just shows Atkins there pulling 6 seconds within those 2 laps.
Atkins hasn't pulled 6 seconds.
I think I might go to bed. I've had a stinker all day. The spelling in the attendance message today ain't for me. And there's Plum with the fastest lap.
Icebreaker then on the back of the Red Bull. It's been a great race so far, to be fair.
It has. A lot of battles across the whole field. If you look at Hyper and Goomba again.
Can't help but think Atkins is actually holding Scott up here. As Icebreaker goes around the outside of Scott, but then backs out of it. Just looking back from Scott's car because Icebreaker is really looking keen. What's helping Scott though is he's still in DRS to his teammate, so it's helping him keep that position to Icebreaker. Oh, Rufio span on the last corner. That allows Destroyer and Davies through.
Goomba's in the pits as we called.
Where's he going to come out in?
I think he's going to come out potentially P17.
I think he's going to be he's going to be ahead of Dragoon still.
Lost Warriors pit as well.
P16. Yeah, he's going to come out P16 Goon, but fair distance behind though, unfortunately. That first safety car for the hard runners from the start has kind of ruined the hard runners start.
I was just cheering his boy Davis on here.
Yeah, Davies is looking good for potential P5 so far with Destroyer. Probably having to make another stop. I don't think he's going to take those tyres 23 laps, those mediums.
Definitely not.
So Icebreaker still on the back of Scott. A72 starting to close in on Talented as well.
Massey and Spread have just sat there the whole race.
Ambo's getting close to Plum again. Don't forget, we had a bit of a Destruction Derby race last week in Miami, so quite a lot of the top guys didn't actually score points.
They didn't. Plum unfortunately couldn't race. His connection wasn't up to it. So be looking to catch back on some missed points here. Which is so close between these two.
Yeah, Rufio's now in front of the two Red Bulls.
Ooh, and then Atkins
first
3 seconds.
That's the first penalty of the night. 21 laps in. Sticking with Hambo at the moment because he could have a run on Plum down the straight. They're both similar battery power, their life left low. Icebreaker and Scott.
Oh, Icebreaker catches that curve.
Yeah, he did. Just loses a bit of ground there, doesn't he?
I see he's slightly closer to Spread here. Once again, both from a similar battery level. I think Massey's probably getting a bit sick of that Haas in front of him.
Quite a few guys have just been sat in a little bit of a train. I mean, Atkins, Scott and Icebreaker have been quite close because Hyper Igniter's now caught up with them as well. Lost Warrior fastest lap.
Tom cheering on his fellow constructor teammates.
Yeah, evening, Tom.
And there's A72 with the second penalty of the night. Do you know what I would like to see? A late safety car. Just to throw a spanner in the works.
Massey. Ooh, not quite. Oh no, Scott's gone. Last corner.
Oh, he's out.
Careful, guys. Talented's just literally gone straight on. He's tried to avoid him.
Oh dear. That's a commentator's curse. It's not a late safety car
that you wanted.
But
yeah.
fairly late. It's fairly late.
Oh, Talented's racing the safety car out. You've got to be careful here, because if he hits that safety car, that's never good. It will just stop in a minute, Talented. I wouldn't sit behind it. It's just going to stop. Right, go.
I think we're definitely going to see Plum coming here. Of course we do.
Yeah, that's definitely Scott crashing out there is definitely a mixture between Aaron's fault and Tom Stroud's fault.
Oh, just go fuck yourself.
Your turn. Your turn to curse one of the drivers.
It is, yeah.
Hambo and Plum are swapping positions on left pitted. That's why. Going on to mediums.
Ooh.
I think it is about right to go on to the mediums. I don't think the softs will last. Even with the slow laps behind the safety car, the softs will be dead by the end.
Nah, the O's curse is gone. Mate, you were a bastard that season. You should have just stayed out of chats.
The Talented is coming in. His teammates in as well, though, I think.
Oh, there's some soft runners here. Bimmerguy, 72, and Dragoon.
What's Talented going to do? Talented's going for the mediums. Safety car will probably be coming in sort of around the end of lap 26, I would say. That's going to give us 7 laps racing.
You did, Ozers. You cursed me a few times. Hired me for that Red Bull. And that Haas in Sunday Drive.
Right, so it's just a case of everyone having to catch up now. Problem for Dragoon is here. He's on the softs, but he's trying to catch up. He's that far behind. He's got to use those softs.
He has.
If only he had another set of softs.
Jack said one more lap and he was going to pit. So saved his race. Poor Newman on Mondays.
So if I was Dragoon and if I had another set of softs sitting there, which I'm not sure he's going to, but if he did, I'd be tempted to go in and put them on.
I think he will, because he only did the one time in Q1, didn't he? So he would have another pair.
Yeah. So I would go in. He's got nothing to lose. He's at the back anyway. I'd go in and put another set of softs on, because then they might actually last at the end of the race.
He could grab himself an extra 2 points as well with the fastest lap. He's using some of his ERS to catch up as well. It's not what you want to be doing.
Looking at this as well, by the way. Talented. Pitted for the mediums, but look how old they are.
Yeah, I know. I've just actually noticed that.
Even Talented might be an idea to pit for softs, even though he's up with the queue now, but I think it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late now, because Dragoon's going to catch up and it's going to come in.
O's is in the chat. You reckon Spread's going to win? Oh, it's in. Quite an early call, or a usual call,
yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not sure the soft runners here have made the right decision, but we'll soon find out. The Dragoon's already had 2 sort of quite hot laps on those softs anyway, so he's going to be probably more worn. Plum then again takes control of the pace as the safety car comes round. Hopefully Plum doesn't lose it this time as he goes, because he has gone.
He's gone quite early there. I think it's caught some of the drivers out. Dragoon at the back there on Talented. He's going to have a look. He is
Talented's on those old mediums, isn't he? Oh, he's coming back at him though.
Dragoon's not quite done it. There we go. Oh, he's a Ferrari and an Alfa round, igniting A72. The dreaded turn 2.
I can only imagine what's happened there. A72 still trying to right himself.
look at Bimmer here on the back of that Red Bull. He's not far off Rufio, sorry.
Again, spread's already dropped 1.5 seconds off of Hambo. Hambo fastest lap, swapping fastest laps again.
Oh, and Rufio has a little bit of a spin there. Fritztrick slips through. Rufio,
Lost Warrior,
sorry, with that last corner and the McLarens.
He's coming back at him though.
He is. Oh, give us a better camera angle than that. Oh.
Don't forget, Fritztrick, he's on those softs. With Lost Warrior on the medium. Seems to actually have a bit of a better drive out that corner. Are the softs already dropping off?
A72's taking his off, as you would expect.
Yeah, he's going to put a new set on. They'll definitely get to the end now, I think. Right, where are we? Bimmer and Atkins. Amber and Plum. Business as usual. Between 5 and 7 tenths from each other. All yellows again. That's Hambo.
Hambo's lost it. He's going to drop and drop as he's in the pit lane.
Oh no, I don't know what happened there. Hambo's dropping right down. Oh, there's another safety car, late safety car like you wanted.
Oh!
And Dragoon has now gone in for another set of softs.
Ozers and Bacon Soda here in chat earlier on. Spread for the win, potentially. Bacon Soda said Plum spread Hambo. It's going to make a drastic change in the championship here.
Dragoon has got wing damage as well.
Only a 10-point gap at the top for the championship.
Now, it's going to be interesting to see what everyone does here. So A72's already pitted, so he won't be pitting.
Atkins there, potential driver of the day. He has picked up that penalty. But 11 positions gained.
Yeah, 11 positions gained, yeah. He's definitely in with a shout, I think.
We love the commentator's curse when it's not against you.
Hambo is... What's going on? What's going on? Oh, Talented's going in.
Plum, Spread, Massey, they've all stayed out. O's is shouting Davis for the podium, potentially. Anything can happen.
Yeah, I think we're going to have like a two-lap sprint, potentially. No, 3-lap sprint, sorry.
Oh, Dragoon.
Oh, Dragoon.
It's Delta.
That's completely ruined Dragoon's race now.
Plum has really dictated the play there, with staying out in the mediums.
Yeah. Yeah. Thing is, it's sort of honours even, really, isn't it, between the top 7?
It is, well...
Bimmer on the 5-lap-old softs, which aren't going to be in their best operating window now, are they? So
Atkins does have that 3 seconds, and it will... It won't help him here. Well, 3-second penalty is never going to help you, to be fair, is it?
Just coming around to start lap 30. So yeah, it's going to come in at the end of lap 30, I reckon. Well, actually, it all depends because A72 is quite a way off.
Dave Ozers, for once you're actually giving Davis praise. It's nice of you. He rinses Davis in pro clubs.
Tom Stroudy, odds on Hambo getting top 5.
It ain't out the picture with that man. But
I think, this is what I think, Hambo has spent the majority of the race just sat and chilled behind Plum. I think now we're going to see the real Hambo.
we definitely are.
What he actually can do. But then, in the same breath, people aren't actually going to want to let him through, are they? It is Hambo after all.
It is. It's an accomplishment finishing in front of him.
Be interesting to actually see what happened, whether Hambo just dropped it on his own on the curb or what.
I think that's potentially what's happened because I didn't see.
Yeah.
I think I would have noticed if they were close to each other there. Ozers, Hambo's licking his lips right now.
Woodsy.
We're going to see a very late call here, I think.
Yeah. Woodsy with the
Hambots assemble.
Hambots assemble.
And there we go, the late call. The safety car is in as A72 just catches up. And as you said, a 3-lap sprint here.
And we're going to have DRS on the last lap.
Plum hasn't gone like he did last lap before the chicane. He does now though. Massey could have a look on master spread here.
Oh, Los Morio's not had a brilliant drive out of there.
Davis and Rufio,
Oh,
I think.
Hambo's gone again.
Oh no!
He took too much of that inside curb on the left-hander.
Oh, it's a bastard.
Evening Ninja.
Evening, lad. And I think, Tom, your top 5 for Hambo's out the window, I think. I'm going to throw it out there. We go over to Icebreaker and Bimmer Guy.
Yeah, Ninja Massey isn't only half quick, mate. He is very, very quick.
All side by side here between Rufio and Davis.
Yeah.
Atkins got a brilliant view of that. But Davis gets a bit of that curb. Seems slightly vulnerable.
Yeah. He's going to have a run on him here. Rufio's going to have a look at the inside of Davies.
These cars all side by side.
Oh, a little nudge there. Nothing really Davies could have done, but it now allows the Red Bull of Atkins through. There's yellows. Oh, that's Hyper Igniter. He's lost it round turn 2.
Rufio,
Bimmer
guy.
Come on, chaps. You've only got one more lap, 1.5 laps to go. Don't let yourselves down now. It's been a brilliant race.
Dragoon is...
and Dragoon. I think Dragoon's got that drive-through still, hasn't he?
He has. I think Dragoon's lost it.
He's he's got to serve it this lap or he's going to get disqualified. But then again, he's out the points anyway. He might just see it as, oh well. You know what I mean? Obviously, with the top 15 scoring in this league.
There's DRS enabled for the last lap of the race.
Plum's come round, yep, just to start the last lap.
Hyperignite is retired on track. And that's very disappointing to see. Oh no, I think he's binned it. Never mind.
Hambo gets A72 then.
Hambo up into the points.
He is, yeah.
We've got a Mercedes round. Icebreaker.
Icebreaker.
Last lap shenanigans.
Bimmer guy still on the back of Rufio here. 9 lap old softs now though. They've got to be well past their best now.
It's the PRF1 chase, Atkins and Davis.
Yep. Fritz-Trick and Goomba as well. Whoa. Talent is having a look up the inside of Fritz-Trick as well. You're going to have to go to Plum, mate, I think.
We are as Plum.
Oh, there's a McLaren. Lost.
Plum
Rufio's lost it.
Crosses the line to take the win. Spread P2, Massey P3. There's your podium. Oh. There was a bit of a collision. A little tap on the rear.
The Ferrari's just taken Hambo just before the line. And Hambo, don't forget Hambo, you still get points. Just go over the line. Oh, yes.
Icebreaker's lost his wheel as he crosses the line.
Unlucky for Rufio as well. He dropped it on the last couple of corners. Oh, Dragoon's Toko drifting.
He's going to get his limelight here. He's going to take
Ninja.
He's going to take his time. Dragoon having some fun as he's going to get disqualified.
There he goes over the line. Unlucky for Dragoon, really.
It was.
Lost Warriors, the driver of the day.
I think you might have to.
Really don't know. To be fair, mate.
It's your
driver of the day.
It's your decision. I'm not going to give it. So I'll run through the grid as Dark Mark prepares his driver of the day. Plum takes the win around Spain. That's full points, bar the fastest lap, which Hambo grabs off him. P2, Master Spread. Massey gets the last place on the podium, and Dark Mark has... Rufio's left, sorry. And Drac P4, great result for him. He's had a few stinkers out of his own hands past recent weeks. I'm sure he'll be happy with a P4 there. Davis P5 in the reserve with the Mercedes. Bimmerguy P6, Lost Warrior 7. Atkins, potential driver of the day there, gained a lot of positions, starting 18th on the grid. P8, Fritz-Trick and Goomba complete the top 10 with talented Hambo, which is a massive shock to many of us. P12, A72 13th, Icebreaker, Rufio, and Dragoon did serve his drive-through because he got points.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't get points, but he still finished. Rufio P15 with the last points. Dragoon and Hyperignite still does qualify. Unfortunately, not getting any points there. Let me scroll to the top for Lee to get his screenshots.
And whilst I've invited the guys, but whilst we're sitting here, purely because he's gained similar positions to Atkins, but Atkins got that 3-second penalty, I'm going to give driver of the day to Lost Warrior. P16 to P7, 2 stops. no penalties. He's had a good race, so I'm going to give it to Lost Warrior.
There we go. Extra point for Lost Warrior, commentator driver of the day. Well done to him. Well done to everyone that finished and scored points. Unfortunately, Ignite and Dragoon missing out there. But that's Spain over and done with for the Monday division, as I believe we've got everyone in. Include your audio as usual, lads. And we'll start off with Mr. Let me think, I can't remember. Massey is the one.
Yes.
P3. That was... Are you bored of seeing Spread's rear?
I'm not a big fan of Spread's large rear end, if I'm being honest. No, that was most enjoyable and frustrating race at the same time. It's just full foot to the floor every single lap. Yeah, I just couldn't get close enough at final chicane, but yeah, really enjoyed it. Great, it was great driving. I don't think he made a single mistake in 28, 29 laps, whatever it was. It was, yeah, incredible driving.
Yeah, I was in a similar position myself last night, Massey. Same track in TSD. I was literally stuck behind Big D for a similar amount of laps. You just can't get past.
Yeah, I needed him to make a mistake, but Mr. Consistent is bloody pain.
You two are so equal throughout the whole race. The delta's just sitting between 5 to 8 tenths. Very frustrating for yourself, but 2 weeks in a row you're on the podium. I mean, it can't be too bad.
Yeah, not bad going against these sweats. I'll take that.
So, I don't know if he's here. He usually has his crackle laugh when he is here. Master Spread, P2. He is here. So, the six-fingered man, P2. P2 for you there in the end, mate. Take us through your race.
Yeah, it was a good race. We managed to get off the line well. Just couldn't find a gap between Hambo and Plum on that first lap. They were both side by side, but awfully quick side by side. So we had to sit behind. Once they settled down, they were gone, and I had the job of keeping that Alfa Romeo of Massa behind me for 33 laps. So I settled in to do that. Helped out with a bit of safety cars. I think we were both burning a bit of the RS at one point, both running out, and so that helped me out. Obviously, being able to change to the mediums were nice as well. Meant we could run at a quicker pace, but no matter what tyre we were running tonight, I don't think we'd have got near Plum or Hambo, and then Hambo made his mistake, which is the only reason why I am P2. It was down to a mistake, because the pace up front was unreal, and then me and Massey just, when on our restart, we were pushing each other to the max, and when we come across the line, they put their lap in and we upped ours. Like, what? How's that? Like, what? A 9 tenths faster? What? So,
I think
GG's to.
I do think Plum and Hambo do need to go out and touch some grass whenever they can, because it is, the pace difference is just like, I just can't even speak. Marcus, you can interview the race winner.
Yeah, just going back quickly to Spread. No, I'm not. I forgot what I was going to say. No, I completely forgot. What I was going to I fucking hate that. That must be a sign of getting old. You know what I mean? Just forget what you're going to say. Literally, you thought about it 2 seconds before. Well done, Spread. That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. Welcome back to RRF1 Monday Night Spread.
Yeah, no, it was a fun race. We were lucky enough to be able to jump in. Anyway, I could finish late. I only got in at like 8 o'clock, so luckily enough, it was perfect time for me at that point. Then.
Yeah, as I say, welcome. You come back in, and you've gone straight onto the podium, earned some decent points for the Haas team, so they'll all be happy with that. Well done, mate, on P2.
No worries. Cheers. Thank you.
And moving on, talking about making some points up for a team, Plum, he won for the Alpha Tauris again. That was quite a close battle between yourself and Hambar. I'm guessing you both normally sit in a party together or something like that. But you sort of both similar ERS. He was sort of sticking within sort of between sort of 5 and 8 tenths with you for pretty much that whole race, and then he dropped it. I'm not sure if he dropped it. I don't know if there was a collision or.
Yeah. Yeah, he just lost it on the chicane. I think he tried to get that power down and just completely messed up. But we don't go in a party together. But my God, I've never had to try so hard for a win in my fucking F1 career. Like, he proper pushed me to my limits. Like, if I mess up once, then pretty much just game over, really. Just like with him, like, he messed up and he couldn't get that win anymore. I knew he was running like higher wings than me because just through sector 1 and sector 2, it was coming so close. But that back straight, start finish straight, it was just impossible for him to overtake if I just kept that overtake on and just manage it well, which I did. So, but yeah, to keep him behind for that many laps was just insane. Like, my head, holy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
definitely
really, really fun race.
It's definitely one of those tracks. It definitely is where
Yeah.
if you get in a DRS train, then you pretty much are stuck in that DRS
Yeah,
train. It's
so
quite hard to get out of
much
it. As I had it last night myself with Big
Yeah.
D, just couldn't get past him for God knows how many laps. Massey's had it tonight with Spread, and yeah, Hambo's had it tonight with you. It's just one of those things. It's one of those
Yeah.
tracks, and you held your head, and he's lost his. So decent
Oh,
points
GG
for
to
you
him, though. Yeah,
in
he
the
done really well.
championship, and decent points for the team.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, well done, mate. Over to you,
Thank
Aaron.
you very much.
Oh, cheers, mate. Well done, lads. Monaco next week. I've seen a suggestion in chat from Mr. Plum. We'll have a look into it. Plum suggesting
Yeah, cheers.
a late night race. Obviously wet daytime in the game. I mean, around Monaco.
Bob's clearly smoking something decent if he thinks that's a good idea. So you know, I'm not
It can't be grass because I've never seen it in my life. So
Anyway, Monaco next week. Everyone's got their mixed feelings on it. Lads, Monaco.
I don't even know what to say, to be honest. If you mess up, you're basically dead. No, but it's a really good track, to be fair. Like, even though you can't really like race that much, you have to be on your limit. And if you're not concentrating, then pretty much screwed. And you're in the wall.
Well, Mr. Hambo's notorious for being filthy around that track, so I'm sure we'll see another great battle between you two. Yeah, so join us on the Twitch Wednesday with Mr. Gunners and maybe Mr. Dragoon in the comms box with him as we take on Espanyol. Saturday, 100% Spain. I'm sure some guys are looking forward to that. Obviously, Gunners again, 8:30, usual stuff. And we'll see you here on Monday again with me and Dartmark in the comments box for Monaco. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Any clips over to myself or Lee Wood on Facebook. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you on Wednesday. Bye.